This is Donald Erhart delivering speech 3 for Intro to Speech. It is about movement techniques under direct fire. You hit the ground ready to return fire. You hear the sound of the enemy going off, they're close. You're already on the ground, but first, before you can do anything else, you need to move to cover. The battlefield is often called organized chaos. And organized chaos is where we, as the American Army, excel. But chaos is not how you're going to protect the lives of yourself and those around you. So following the next guidelines I give you, you can help to significantly lower the risk and the danger to yourself and the ones around you. So before we go on to the 3 techniques, let's go over a few things that you need to know before you jump right into them. First, before you do anything, you need a plan. You need to know where you're moving, how you're going to get there, and a plan B, what you're going to do, how you're going to react if something goes wrong, if the enemy is just firing. Also, a few things you need to know before you move are cover and concealment. Cover being something hard, this chair, a rock, a building, a car, something you can hide behind that's going to stop the impact of a rifle bullet, shrapnel, really just anything. Concealment, on the other hand, is only something to camouflage. It could be a bush, it could be shrubs, grass. It's not going to stop impact, but it's going to stop the enemy from seeing you and being able to aim at you. The third thing you want to know is time. How much time do you have to get there, or how much time do you have to get to your battle buddy that's wounded out in the open? So knowing those 3 things, let's look at our first technique. Just as a reference, all these things can be found in Army Field Manual 3-21.8, which covers infantry movement and techniques, and also STP 21-1-FMCT, which is skill level task 1. Our first movement technique is a low crawl. You're going to use a low crawl when you have concealment. If you have cover, it can be used also, but concealment that's over a foot tall is going to hide you. You want to get down low to the ground, and it's not going to benefit you at times the best necessity. If it's a short time period, this isn't going to be your best use, and it's also going to wear you out in a hurry. So, and you have time to do it, and you have concealment. As far as the movement technique, from the ground, you're going to start out, arms spread forward, legs up. You're going to hold your weapon and your dominant hand by the swing, keeping the muzzle up and the ejection port up to keep rocks and debris out of it. You're simply going to kick one leg forward, pull with hands, and push with that leg. Just like so. It is very intensive. If you get tired, you can switch legs, whichever you're dominant or whichever you prefer. Going on next is the high crawl. The high crawl, you have a little bit of concealment, but you have less time. It's going to get you there at a lot faster pace. So also from the ground, this time you're going to be on your knees and your elbows. Keep your body up and your buttocks low. You're simply going to alternate arms and legs to move left and right, continue forward. With the weapon, the same way, you're just going to cradle it in your arms across. Again, keeping track of muzzle awareness. Don't flag your battle buddy. As you're crawling, it's easy for your weapon to snag on something and it could possibly fire. Also, you want to keep mud and dirt out of your weapon so it doesn't malfunction when you really need it. Going on, the third movement is going to be the rush. All these can be done as a battle buddy team. You want to first, before you move right into the rush, before you move with your battle buddy, you want to move one at a time. So one person can cover the other person's movement with fire, whether it's just area and suppressive or if it's targeted. So with the rush, again, you're hiding behind something solid, a chair. From the ground, you want to transition to the rush. So you first, just like any of the other techniques, you want to check around what you're hiding behind, make sure you're not running blind. You're going to pull one leg up, come up to the front lean and rest, and simply spring up. You're going to move in a 3 to 5 second burst from position to position, whether that's concealment or cover. Then give your intent to your battle buddy, you're set, let him move up, and continue advancing forward. All three movements are best done as a team, where one person covers the other one. They can be done individually as well, but since we're limited on space and resources, I don't necessarily have a weapon for you all to practice with. I do have handouts I'll pass around at the end of the brief. But as far as these three movements combined and used in teams, are going to significantly lower your risk of getting shot or wounded on the battlefield, as you can see. Do you guys have any questions? If not, this concludes my speech. What you got for